Hey everyone, Ben back from Living Survival, and today we're taking a look at a brand new light from Klarus along with two other lights that make up my top 3 favorite Klarus lights. So today we're going to look at a brand new light I got from Klarus. This is the XT2 CR Pro, another great flashlight from them. I know you saw the title of this video, and we're going to look at my 3 favorite Klarus flashlights. The only 3 that I own. I've owned several others, but these 3 are a great combo. Klarus lights are excellent in my opinion. Of course, great build quality. IPX8 water and dust resistant, or waterproof with the IPX8, so you can really beat these things up. They can be really used in tough situations. I reviewed the E1. I really like this light because of how deep carry the pocket is. I mean, you can't get any deeper than that. And it's super small for an 18650 flashlight, one of the smallest that I've reviewed. They all have the 5th gen dual tail cap, which is really nice. You have quick access to your highest or memorized mode and quick access to your low. So I can just hold this down, I get my low. I can hold the other one down and get my high, which is really nice in an EDC flashlight. Just being able to quickly, shine a little bit of light, maybe in and around the house or in a building, in a room, or you can shine a ton of light if you have to reach out the window, locating a mailbox. I used this a lot when I did deliveries, and it worked really, really well. Another light I've reviewed is the XT11 GT Pro. This one is really nice. It's got a little bit bigger head, so it throws a little bit further. It's got a tighter, a tighter beam than the E1 does. But again, it's got that 5th gen tail cap. And what's cool about this one too, and it's on the next one I'm going to show you, is that the pocket clip is locked. You actually have to unscrew the tail cap a little bit to pop that pocket clip off, which is cool, meaning it's not going to come off. If it gets hit, if it's on a belt or something in a pocket, on a pack, if it gets slapped, it's not going to pop off, which is really, really cool. Also, obviously, the newer flashlights have the Type-C USB charging. A little LED here to show you the charging status, red when it's charging, green when it's fully charged, and then also when you turn the light on, you get 5 seconds of light, and it's going to show you a green, orange, or a red, telling you basically a percentage of how much status you have left. So I really, really like this light. This used to be in my get home bag. I'm actually going to move this to my chest rig because it does have that tight hotspot. It's great for reaching out and throwing light downrange. And these also all have a tactical and outdoor setting. And what that does is it allows you to switch the tail switch from a low and high to a high and turbo, which is the way I have this one set. So this one's going to be on my chest rig, so I want it set up more tactically. So if I hold down the big button here, I'm going to get my high. If I hold down the little one here, I'm going to get my strobe. And that's what the tactical mode does for you. When you have it in outdoor mode, it does the high and the low. So if I hold down the little one, you get the low. Hold down the high one, you get the turbo. Another nice thing about these flashlights and the programming on them is your lowest mode, or your moonlight mode, whatever you want to call it, is a part of the UI. So when you got the light on, you're scrolling through all 4 of your inputs. Your turbo, your high, and your medium, low, turbo, high, and medium. So even though you have direct access to your turbo and your low with the tail switch, they're also a part of the UI when you're switching through when the light is on. So I really, really like that. All 3 of these lights do that as well. So this is the brand newest one I have, the XT2 CR Pro. It's a 2100 lumen light. The E1 is 1000 lumens, and this one is 2100 lumens. These are going to be about the same output, but again, this one has a little bit tighter hotspot, so that's why I'm going to use it on my chest rig, and this one's going to go in my get home bag, right in the side of my get home bag, where I love to have a Klarus light because I just know it. The operation is super simple. I think it's one of the best operating flashlights as far as the programming and as far as the use goes. That's out there, and obviously these are built super tough. USB charging port in the side. Again, you got the little LED that's going to show you the amount of battery remaining, and also when you're charging and not charging. A little bit of a strike bezel on here, glass breaker. It is PVD coated, which is really cool. Really, really nice build quality, and again on this one you have the locking pocket clip. As far as lockout goes, you just twist the tail cap just a little bit there and it's locked out. Super nice. You can't do that on some other flashlights, and I'd rather have a manual lockout than a digital lockout any day. If you forget to, you know, hold that button down and get a certain amount of flashes, you know, to electronically lock it out, you know, then, you know, you're screwed. This way, you know, it's a foolproof way that you can stick this down in a pack and it's not going to activate on you. Another thing too is that, you know, you just give it a quick screw and it's ready to go. You don't have to wait or hold anything down. So it's really fast, it's really simple, and these are really, really bright and produce a nice amount of light. Super simple to operate. Again, you got your one touch to low, one touch to turbo, and you can switch that to the tactical mode, which is turbo and strobe. So since this is on my get home bag, I'm going to leave it in the outdoor setting. But super simple, just to press the big button there to turn it on, switch the little tail switch there to go through your different lighting levels. So we have 2100 lumens, that's going to run for 2 minutes and then shut down, or if it gets hot, of course, then you can turn it off, turn it back on, and get that again. 400 lumens, which will run for 4 hours, 100 lumens, which will run for 11 hours, and then down to your low 10 lumens, which is 150 hours. Now, some might complain that this doesn't have a low enough low, which typically I like to have around 1 lumen. That's true, but again, for a light this size, something that, you know, I'm going to have with me on the go, whether it be in a kit, whether it be in my get home bag, whether it be in the car, you know, I'm not necessarily needing that low lumen mode that I have with my smaller flashlights that, you know, magnet to the refrigerator, for example. So you can see here, even on the low 10 lumens, you've got plenty of light to use around a camp setting, or, you know, in a building when you didn't want to use a whole bunch of light. This would be the light setting that I'd use all day at camp, just because I know I'm getting a lot of battery life with this light level. Then you jump up to 100 lumens, which is almost too much. Again, I'm using the lower level settings on whatever light I have, headlamp or flashlight, just because I want to save that battery life. But you can see here that 100 lumens is plenty of light for around camp, to do camp tasks, in and around buildings. And you've got the battery life that comes with keeping it low. Then on up to 400 lumens, which again is too much for a camp setting, but now you can start to reach out. And this would be the max that I run on headlamps typically, for example. But you can see a lot of light, especially when you're up close. You're going to get a ton of light out of that 400 lumens. So I love the 10, 100, and 400 lumen mode spacing. And then in my opinion, you really don't need anything between that and the brightest. So even taking a short walk here, you can see that the brightest is just too much for me right in front of me, unless you were specifically looking for something on the ground. Generally, I'm going to use a lower light level. You can jump down to the 400 here, and again, you can see that's plenty of light, even down to the 100 and the 10. You can still definitely see. So on up to its brightest at 2100 lumens, you can see all the trees across the street. I'm going to shine it on that tree in particular. And here is the XT11, so you can see a much tighter spot, but not much brighter. You're just getting that tighter spot. You can see that the X2 CR Pro on the left has a floodier beam, but not by much, than the XT11 Pro on the right hand side. The XT11, again with that bigger diameter head, is going to reach out a little bit further, but brightness wise they're about the same. This is on the low setting. You're going to get a little hotter spot there on the XT11. So overall, really solid build quality on all these. I really enjoy using these. And you know, I have a place for every one of these in my kit. If you guys want to check out the brand new XT2 CR Pro or any of their other new arrivals, I will put a link down below to their website where you guys can check these out. Again, really well built. You know, IPX8 waterproof, dustproof, dropproof. Nice run times, nice mode spacing. I really like the dual tail switch here, so it just gives you easy access to whatever you need right when you need it, which in my opinion is what a flashlight should do. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video today and give it a big thumbs up for me. Let me know in that comment section what you think about this flashlight. I try to answer as many questions as I can in the comment section, so make sure you start the discussion below. Please feel free to share this video to any of your friends and family on your social media, and if you haven't already done so, please click that red subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified of new videos.